Good morning, everyone. Now we are going to see few problems in the generating function of the classical mechanics from the previous year net paper, CSIR net paper. Look at the first problem. A canonical transformation relates the old coordinate q, p to the new ones capital Q, p by the relations. First we have to write the relation. The capital Q equal to small q square. The relation between the new coordinate to the old coordinate. Next, the capital P is given, that's a new coordinate. The left hand side parts are represent the new coordinate. The small p divided by 2q. Here they are asking the corresponding time independent generating function. Here there is no time variable involved. So we have to write what is the generating function. But there are four kind of generating function. Here how we can find which generating function we have to use for this problem means the f1 is the old coordinate, new coordinate, that is a position coordinate, both of them. But f2 it's a old coordinate, position coordinate, new momentum coordinate. Here look at the answer. If you are look at the four option, the new momentum, old position coordinate, the old position coordinate, new momentum. So here the given generating function, maybe one of these answer, but the given generating function is a type 2 generating function. So we need to find what is the generating function f2, the old position coordinate, new momentum coordinate, because all of the answers are is a function of these two variable. So we have to write the corresponding equations for the type 2 generating function. Suppose if you want the small momenta, that p, that would be equal to dou f2 divided by dou small q. If you want capital Q, that would be equal to dou f2 divided by dou capital P. These are the two equations for the type 2 generating function. We have the relation. That means you can write the what is the small p, you can write what is the capital Q from the given relation, then we can find what is the f2. So first equation we can take, this one we can take. If I am taking the small p is equal to capital P times 2q. If I am rearranging this one, the second relation, the small p equal to capital P times 2 small q. So this is the one we can substitute it here in this first relation. If you substitute it here, so the capital P times 2q is equal to the dou f2 by dou q. So we have substituted. Now we can, what we can do, we can just multiply the whole equation by dou q, then we can integrate, or you can just push it. So if I just multiply dou q on both sides, what would happen? The left hand side capital P times 2q into dou q. The right hand side dou q will get cancelled. So dou f2. So if you are look at the left hand side, its integrand is a function of q. So the integrating factor also dou q. So it's simply dq. No need of partial derivative. Just you can take the integration. So integrating on both sides by writing as a dou q as a dq. So if you are integrating capital P 2q dq is equal to integral over df2. But it's an indefinite integral. There is no limit for the integration. So you got to add some constant. So I can add the constant that is the independent variable of the integration. Here the independent variable, the constant is capital P. So the constant is as a function of capital P. The constant will carry the independent variable of the integration, that is a capital P. So f of p, this is a constant, integration constant, because it's an indefinite integral. So if you take p is a constant, it is not involving in the integration, because q dq, this is a integration part. 2 also constant, you can take it out. So if you are integrating q dot dq, it will give the small q square by 2. That is the integral value of that value. Suppose if you are taking right hand side integration, it's a function of f2. So f2 is a function of new momentum coordinate, old position coordinate. So the final 2 you can cancel. So the final form of f2, maybe you can just reverse the equation. The f2, that will be equal to p capital P q square plus f of p. So this is from the first equation we are getting what is the generating function, but we don't know what is f, the small fp, the constant, the integration constant, we don't know. Now what we can do, we can just use this relation. This is the first equation we have used it. Now we can use this equation. So the capital Q, it is given, it is equal to q square. So the left hand side, the capital Q, we can write it as small q square, that is equal to right hand side of this equation, dou f2 by dou q. Now again we are going to do the same thing. We are going to multiply the whole equation by dou q. So if you are multiplying the left hand side, it will be as a function of q only. So you can write it as q is equal to dou f2. Actually here we did one mistake. Dou f2, there will be dou p, capital P. So the equation, because look at the second equation, it's a capital P. So it's a dou f by dou capital P. Here, if you are just to multiply by dou p on both sides, here it will become dp. Now we have to add one constant. So because after the integration, now right now just we have multiplied it. Now what we can do, we can integrate on both sides. So if you are integrating on both sides, it is indefinite integral. Maybe first you can write the df to this side, then q square dp to the right hand side. So there is no, because we don't know exactly what is the boundary condition, the integration limit here. So we get to add one constant. So that constant depend on the independent variable of this integration, that is a small q. Now if you are integrating, it will be f2 is equal to q square. It's a independent of integration, just a integral over dp, it will give capital P plus the integration constant. That's a function of small q. Maybe if you want to call, it's a different function, because here also we are calling as f of p. Here also if we are calling f of a. So you can use some different notation. You can call it prime, that constant, just simply prime. Anyway, it is constant. Look at these two equations. If you are comparing these two equations, see here, the common term is q square p. f2 is q square p. Here p q square or q square p, both of them are same, the f2. So the one possible solution for the given transformation, the generating function, one possible solution, the generating function f2 is equal to, the f2 is old position coordinate, new momentum coordinate, that would be equal to the capital P q square or q square capital P. That is one possible solution. Maybe if we have the value for f of p, f of f prime of q, then the answer will change, the generating answer will change. In general, by trivial solution, you can make it like f of p, f of f prime of q, that will be equal to 0. This is a way we can solve. This is so now we can conclude the question. So q square p, the answer 2 is right. See here, final answer we are getting q square p. So this question was asked in June 2014. It is asked in 5 mark question. So you will get simply the 5 mark. Okay, thank you.